Before we continue with the career mode, something else I should probably show you is, with the way the reward cards work, we basically get these little mini squares that essentially get added to each of these icons here. And there is a set number of tasks we have to complete, because when we do complete them, we will unlock different car parts that include rims, spoilers, new cars like the Lamborghini Murcielago, and also vinyls. And aside from that, other cars that we unlock from completing the reward cards include the Police Rhino, the Police Interceptor, the Police Civic Cruiser, along with the Cross Chevrolet Corvette Z06, which is basically Jonathan Cross's Z06 for cross-reference. And there's also the dump truck, the BMW M3 GTR for pretty much beating everything more or less in the career mode, the fire truck, the 99 Mitsubishi Eclipse, and the vehicle up top is the Chevrolet Chevelle SS, which is what we get for Canyon Conqueror, and also all these other things here. Okay, anyway, now that I've got that little rant out the way, let's now continue with the career, as of which this is where I save the game by backing out of the garage and just heading to the main career menu. So we will resume our career. And I have also turned the music on because I figured why not. And also because the EA tracks are switched off, we hopefully should not have any problems with copyrighted music. Fingers crossed. So this game does have copyrighted music, by the way, and that's why I initially turned it off, just for the safety of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these two races. They're both sprint races basically, with the other one being a speed trap race. And before we continue, I'm just going to do myself a favour and put on the upgrades that we've unlocked. Not going to waste your time by messing with the settings just yet. I figured at this point I might as well show you how we fit our upgrades, as the other ones will be unlocked over time. So, trying to keep this as brief as possible, as we've got the transmission, the nitrous, and the tyres now fitted in our shopping cart. So, once we're done with selecting our upgrades, we then head over here to the shopping cart to confirm that these are the parts we want to buy, and because they are the parts we want to buy, we might as well order them. Okay, let's now continue the racing, as we have got Stonewall Tunnel for the speed trap, and Petersburg Dam for our sprint race. We're going to do Stonewall Tunnel first because, well, it's a mile plus shorter in length, and I also reckon with these upgrades we should be pretty good from what I can see. This will also be a much shorter episode from what you've seen before. So if you are still watching at this point, I do appreciate it. And if you want to continue watching, that also helps me out a bit, because it shows that at the very least you are one of those very few people who does choose to watch my videos for the consistency of it, And we're off to a good start, as I am already up to 204 miles an hour. And that was a little poor, but you know what? It's fine as long as Neville's in front. Because Neville is pretty much going to be my trump card for these. He will more or less help me out to win these races because I don't have to win. And that was terrible. Okay, take care of them. Okay, Neville, take him down. And we've got a cup up ahead of us, so there's going to be a pursuit. I reckon sooner or later.
I can't get him. Punch it, this is it. Do it.
Shit. And I'm dead.
Nice win.
Oh, okay, we won. Never mind. And apparently I finished first, with a total speed of 633 miles per hour, and a cash reward of 7,700 credits, along with also unlocking the Tier 1 street package for the brakes. So I won in the end by 2 miles an hour over Neville, and then, wow, this was a very close speed trap race. We were separated by just 12 miles an hour in the end. So I won in the end with a total speed of 633, then Neville finished in second with a total speed of 631. Samson was third with a top speed in the end of 630. And Santony, I think his name is, finished fourth with an overall speed of 621. And these are our overall stats, with my best speed trap speed being 122. Neville had a best speed trap speed of 146. And although I had the slowest best speed trap speed, my average speed trap speed was 106. I know it's a bit of a tongue twister, but you will get used to it. But somehow I still won in the end. Okay, all stats viewed. Now, let's get the fuck out of Dodge before these cops arrest us. Okay, moving on.
Nice run, I'll fulfill you, sir.
Huh. Okay. Well, anyway. We've now got our next bit of territory, and what I'm going to do now is I will head to the other bit of the world map, which is right here, at Petersburg Dam. So what I am going to do is drive over there, and how we do that, I will activate the GPS, and just basically give you a ride straight over there, once the sat-nav knows where it's pointing to. The arrow, by the way, does indicate the directions on the sat-nav. I think this is where our race is, if I remember. So, Petersburg Dam. A current time record of 1:55, and if we win, we'll get 7,500 credits in cash, along with also unlocking our first package of wheels for the customization of the car. So hopefully this will go well for us, and we can continue to move upwards. as this time we've got a full field of Camaros.
This is the Kingston, don't hold back.
And I do manage to nail the launch. And I think I'll shoot through the gap here, just to see what happens. I now know where that pursuit breaker is at
You got
least.
it, man. You're leading the pack.
Yes, Neville, I am leading the pack. It matters not how fast
We
you
got some
are,
room now, man. You can take 5. That's a joke.
but more towards the case of knowing how consistent you are. There's a reason why they always say when it comes to these longer races, they often tend to be a marathon, not a sprint. And that refers to,
You got the road.
and that also refers to how you can manage to make up for your mistakes, as well as just how consistent you can be
In front, that's the stuff.
when it comes to setting your goodly, consistent sack to split times, which at the moment I have done pretty well with. But as for how everything else goes, I think it's just a case of wait and see.
He's way back there.
And getting some understeer through that
Trying to make it look easy,
corner
man.
there. Couldn't quite get the turn in I wanted, but nonetheless I did at least manage to get slowed down for the corner. Probably could have used the speed breaker there if I wanted to, but I'm pretty comfortable up front, as I managed to narrowly
Okay, just a bit more and you got it.
avoid hitting the median, and not got long to go. And using some nitrous.
Man, we've got some room. Oh, way to do it, man.
And there we go. We've now got our first getaway cards in multiple different areas. And that also includes us unlocking our first wheels package. Nice. And as a result of us now conquering this territory, we've unlocked the Ford Mustang, which might be useful to us later on in the game, as we have so far unlocked, I think, 6 different territories, from what I can see.
Dispatch, Charlie 4. Yes,
Oh, we got a cop on our ass.
Details when you're ready.
Okay, gotta go.
Alright, tell you what, let me take care of your friends with the sirens.
Nope. Yeah, you'd let me do that, Neville. I was wondering if sooner or later a cop was going to show up.
Alright, let's get around this guy and fall up on 1075.
Okay. I know where the pursuit breakers are, so I can get rid of them,
Let's force him into roadblock.
as I use the ice cream store stand to break away from them. Temporarily. We do also have our heat level meter on the left hand side, so we will need some more pursuit breakers to, well, I guess you could say break away from them. No pun intended that time.
I got my hands full, stand by.
And I missed it. Although to be fair, that would have been a hard angle for me to successfully pull off.
Just took a high speed impact.
Nope. You ain't stopping me that easy. If you think you're stopping me that easy, think again. Because I refuse to die, as we do now control the Morgan Beach area. Consider it my parting gift when I lose you.
Suspect is VCB. I'm trying to locate the vehicle. Stand by.
I knew I wasn't going to lose him.
I got it. Back on his 6 and only.
Yeah, I did mention this game does have a lot of dialogue, so I won't be able to squeeze in every thought I have about this game so far in a minimal amount of time, because to be honest, right now there's probably too many of those. And I'm just gonna head this way. Apparently we're now in the Old Quarter Street, which is currently controlled by Bushido. Oh, okay. That's not the bit of road I wanted to see. And I am still on the highway. Would be nice if I could get off the highway. I need to lose these fools. And we're now in the Mason district. Come on, I need a cut-off. Give me a cut-off. Okay, thank you. I did manage to find my cut-off. And I need to get rid of him. So I do that. Okay, can I please get away? Come on, go, 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 go. Okay, I'm away. I think as long as I head in the tunnel, I should hopefully be okay. Oh, there's a cooldown spot over there. I could head over there, but I might risk getting caught again. Okay, I'm gonna turn my car off. Might be too risky. So that pursuit took 3 minutes and 28 seconds. We got 2,500 bounty, we rammed 1 cop, disabled 6 of them, got $36,650 in the cost to state. We dodged 0 roadblocks, 0 spike strips, and we only got 3 infractions in the end. Well, I imagine we'll probably get more as the game goes on, but for now, I'm okay with this. And here's Nikki sending us a message on pursuit tactics. Palmont police are always looking to crack down on racers. Here's some advice on how to keep out of trouble. Distance. The key to escaping is to get away from the cops until you're out of their sight. You can't get away. Use tight routes in traffic to shake the cops. Hiding. Once you are out of sight, look out for hiding spots. Hiding spots appear on the minimap as blue circles. Pursuit breakers. Use pursuit breakers, which I have been doing, to knock those chasing cops off your tail. Pursuit breakers appear as triangles on your minimap. Backup. When the cops chasing you are low on numbers, they'll call for backup. Make sure you get out of sight before the timer runs out, or more cops will join the chase. You can see the backup timer on the pursuit bar. Okay, thank you, Nikki. I will keep all of those in mind.
Darius asked me to come by and see how you were doing. Neville, why don't you go get me something to drink?
Sure, what, like a soda or something?
How about some options?
Okay.
Looks like you cleaned the place up a bit. You've been generating quite a bit of buzz, you know. But you're not fooling me. What I'm trying to figure out is why you haven't skipped town yet. May I introduce Sal Mostella?
Hi. Nikki said that you might be looking for a new wingman. You don't know me, but, well, I know you. I'm a big fan. I've seen all your races.
And on that note, I'll be out of here.
See, things ain't been the same since you've gone, you know? There's a lot of posers, no respect. I know all the back streets. I grew up in these alleys. I can customize anything. I practically built all the kits you see around this place, so...
Okay, so I got soda and water. Where'd you go?
I'll even put up with this guy.
That was one cutscene I did not think was going to suddenly come into the picture. But anyway, we've now unlocked our second crew member with Sal, as he is both a scout and a fabricator. And he will be pretty useful to us. You have unlocked a new crew member. You can hire that new crew member on the My Crew page. And because we have 2 free spots available, we might as well hire Sal, because we can. Race bonus. Winning races will actually mean less attention from the police. Unlocks auto sculpt body kits, exhausts, hoods, and roof scoops. I do quite like the auto sculpt feature, to be fair, knowing you can actually personalise the looks of your body parts. So, you know what, we're just gonna hire him. And his car is pretty much the same as mine, except for saying his has got a vinyl on it. It's a Chevrolet Camaro SS, and it also has the number 25. However, when it comes to number placement, I'm going to make sure that all my cars, of course, have the number 24, when I do manage to unlock the numbers. And the customization, we'll leave that for another day. But we have 1 free spot left on our crew, and I imagine we'll probably unlock that at some point, so for now, I think we should be good. I was able to lose the police, at least for now, and I think what we're going to do now is head back to the safe house to save the game and look at our further reward cards. So we're now back up to 32,500 credits. I know we've only done 2 races, but we do have a lot to get through in this game. So I will save the game and look over what bonuses we managed to obtain from doing our races. Again, like I said before, there is a lot to get through, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have probably switched off by this point or just skipped to the end. So we've got another 2 of our reward cards available, and the only one we need now is to pretty much beat any challenge series event. We've also got our second one for the TSW Laguna rims, along with along with the Work Euroline FE rims, and also one for the HRE 549R rims, and also our first reward for the Giovanna Ararat rims. And so with that, next time on Need for Speed Carbon, continuing the career mode racing.